Okay, welcome back to the video, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your trading. Hopefully you guys caught these shorts. I know I didn't. I know I missed the setup. However, I was in longs and I got screwed over, but I had manually closed my position before I got stop rated. But I'm not going to lie, the manually close was actually for good reason. We had put it in SMT, but I had missed my actual entry, which I had originally wanted. I swear to God, for data lows, and I obviously missed it. But I low-key kind of FOMO'd into this one trade. But let's talk about it, and let's talk about this trade that I pretty much just mocked. First and foremost, what is my daily bias? I'm not going to lie. I was mixed. I was mixed, but I wasn't mixed. I saw that we had CPI. I looked at CPI. I instantly knew, like in the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my heart, I was like, okay, I want data lows. But I was like, okay, wait a second. In my heart, it's telling me I want data lows. But what is price telling me, right? Because in my heart and price could tell me two different things, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I want data low just because this looks like a good setup towards it. And if we look at the daily profile, right, what did the previous session do? Consolidate. We consolidated it and put it in this SMT. So obviously these lows are protected. We had another pre-market SMT, but this was at 7 o'clock. So still London session, right? We had these two SMTs. This one is high time frame. This one is low time frame 5 minute. We got put in this SMT. On top of that, what else did we do? We manipulated high as well with CPI. We just manipulated taking out all of these, all of this liquidity, right? Even previous day high. And then, what else do we need? For the daily profile to be complete, we need a reversal. Manipulation. I mean, lens consolidation, New York session manipulation, and then a reversal. But obviously, before any reversal or any continuation, we always need a sense of manipulation. Like right now, we just had legs up. I got caught in the manipulation. So let's talk about the trade that I FOMO'd in. The reason why I FOMO'd into this trade was because I saw that we had two protected lows. Well, four protected lows, right? This, and this, and this. So these SMTs right here, honestly, should mean these should not be getting touched. And as you guys can see, we obviously did not touch them. We had just rejected, taken out all this other senses of liquidity, and then filled in all these gaps all the way down to here. And then as you guys can see, we're not touching these at all. These are practically left unscathed. Unscathed. That's kind of crazy how precise we filled these gaps in. Literally, we filled in all the way to here, and we're not touching these draws in liquidity because these are obviously protected, right? So in my mind, so obviously, as you can see, I was correct with these SMTs. So trade that I FOMO'd in, I had honestly used this 1 minute order block or 1 minute change in a state. One candle, usually, you guys know I like at least two candles or more. And as you can see, I used that. Then from there, we just had the gap fill, and then we also had a pre-market SMT as well. I already deleted it, but we had our pre-market SMT right here. So all of this, I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe we are long, and the setup should be like a little bit long, a little bit higher. But to be honest, the only really good draw on liquidity would just be these 4-hour highs. From this is not even 4-hour high. These are literally monthly highs, weekly highs, and daily highs. So this is all-time highs right here. This is all-time highs right here, right? And I eventually got caught up in the chop. I didn't wait for any like 5-minute retrace or anything, or any like 5-minute PD rate to get disrespected. Then I ended up manually closing after we put it in this SMT, and I was like, okay, you know what? The reversal is actually gonna come, and I was right about the original. I was right about the daily profile. I should have just waited because this trade was honestly kind of ass. Like, we didn't have our inversion, we didn't have a breaker block respecting, we didn't have equilibrium at all. It was just an internal SMT, then a 1 minute imbalance, then barely even a change in the state, right? So we got that. So this trade was already rushed. Not rushed. This trade was just kind of an ass setup, and it's crazy because I was literally backtesting for like 2 hours yesterday, and I know my setup now. I literally know what to look for, and I don't know why. I literally just did the exact opposite today, which is pretty sad. But I know my exact setup, and I know exactly what to look for. I even added, not well, I kind of like tweaked, but added one thing to make sure it's more precise, and I get like more actual, like, either the better entry or the better RR. And trust me when I say, as soon as I like, not even as soon, but like, trust me when I say that this model, not model, yeah, it is kind of a model, but my setup, I know exactly what I'm looking for. Just, you guys will honestly just see. But anyways, this trade was kind of ass. Then the actual trade that I originally wanted with the daily profile actually being London session manipulation, New York session reversal, had ended up playing out. What did we get? We ended up having our actual change of the state, which was right here. This is what I had labeled because it's multiple candles closure. Obviously, I could have labeled this because this is what put the high, but I like this because it's also had a gap as well. So boom, we ended up inversing this gap, 1, changing the state, 2, creating a gap, 3. What did we do? We ended up coming into this gap, and we also had a breaker block that price ended up tapping into just a little bit into this breaker, bruh. Price practically edged the breaker. So price edged this breaker. We edged the breaker, but however, we did come into the gap, and we did end up inversing this gap. And then on top of that, you may say, well, this is not a 5-minute SMT. You're right. However, this was a 5-minute PDRA that was being disrespected. So this 5-minute gap ended up being disrespected, and then from there, which ended up causing me to literally look for this reversal trade and continuation trade to the drawn liquidity. And it's safe to say that we ended up having it. And on top of that, we did have an SMT. Yes, it was an internal SMT. I usually look for a 5-minute SMT as a prominent one, or like a session SMT. But this one was just pretty. It wasn't really prominent, but it was just added on there like as like extra confluence. And then from there we had equilibrium. Equilibrium was not touched, but however, if we do take it from the actual like swing high where I got stopped out, well, I literally like manually closed my position where I got stopped out. Where I closed my position, and then from we did end up obviously hitting equilibrium from this swing high to this swing low. We ended up hitting equilibrium. And then from there, it was pretty much a ride going home. Boom. I knew I missed my entry. After one, I hesitated because it was so quick after I manually closed my position. And then after I saw the displacement, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the day. Because now price is just doing whatever it wants to do. After I saw this massive displacement, that is usually when I go break even. And obviously, as you guys can see, we ended up having the displacement, but I wasn't in the trade. So that was pretty much it. And I'm on the new funded, by the way. So we're down a couple hundred, but I'm not really. That number doesn't faze me at all. Um, Overall, original bias was right. Low-key FOMO'd into a bias that made no sense. We just had no good draws and liquidity, and I think I'm gonna start to incorporate that. Like, yo, if we have no good draws and liquidity to one side, I'm just not gonna take a trade. However, if we have good draws and liquidity, then I'll consider taking a trade. But it's like, bro, only thing we had here was just all-time highs, bro. Considering to the downside, we had CPI lows, and this was my original bias. Like, I originally wanted CPI lows, and this would have been a quick 2R easy stop loss above the swing high that we displaced from, and then break even literally after we took out these internal lows and inside the middle of this gap. So break even would have been honestly relatively quick, which is kind of crazy, but I mean, yeah, that is pretty much it. And now, as you guys can see, my SMT, the SMT theory was right. These high time frame SMTs are not being touched at all. We ended up filling in all the imbalances, and then now we're continuing higher. Maybe we'll touch all-time highs today, but anything else for today, I'm honestly just done for it. I'm done. I'm ending my day with a loss. It's pretty unfortunate. We are down 2-0 on the week, 0-2. I don't even want to cope and say yesterday was a win, but if I'm going to be honest, it technically was a win. I just got caught in drawdown for 15 to 30 seconds. So it's like, bro, I wasn't even stopped out. I was still actively in the trade. And then what do you know? We hit all my take profits. That's kind of stupid, but I mean, it's part of the game. What could I really do? Um, but I mean, yeah, now I'm just going to be looking for. Honestly, now it's just gonna be A plus setups, because you know what? I'm tired of playing. I'm tired of playing around. I'm tired of FOMOing. And because I know every time I FOMO, I just look like a dumbass. And recording this video, I look like a dumbass. So it's like, why am I FOMOing into a trade? Like, that was honestly ass. Like, it was low probability anyways, because we didn't have our prominent SMT. Yeah, we had the pre-market SMT right here. But however, daily profile called for a reversal. Where was a reversal to? Data lows. So I mean, that's pretty much it for today's video. This should have been the easiest short, like how yesterday would have been easy longs. But I've been fumbling. I'm not gonna lie. I've been having the ball, and I've been fumbling the ball. But it's okay, cause I've been labbing. You guys will see. I'm gonna be like, and I'm gonna just be dunking on everybody like Anthony Edwards, bro. I promise you. Anyways, I've also taken a little break from social media. Not a little break. I barely post on TikTok as much, mainly because as of recently, I've just been on the charts, like literally just on Tradeful, just back testing, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bug with you guys. Bro, my strategy. I know what my strategies relate on from the 15 minutes to the 5 minute, and then from the 5 minute to the 1 minute, bro. It's just a matter of time letting it, of me actually like saying, "Yo, stop fucking FOMOing and actually get in on what you're supposed to do." And I know what I'm supposed to do. So it's time for redemption. This August is all about growth. I'm on the 90-day run with the gym. I'm literally I'm 7 days into the gym. Um, would have been more, but I had to take like a whole week rest because, bro, after going in after like a year, bro, your legs would be not like your whole body is just so sore. But I mean, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. What do we have tomorrow? No news Wednesday. Tomorrow's probably gonna be slow. I'm gonna be so honest. Today will probably be tomorrow will probably be slow. Thursday PPI. Thursday I'll definitely trade, and then Wednesday. Then Friday I'll probably won't trade. I'll be literally out of country. I'll be linking up with more trades. Nah, I'm joking. I'm trolling. But that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Or honestly, I don't know. I might just not post the whole rest of the week. Take my trades by myself, and then literally at the end of the week, just come back with my progress. Cause I don't know. I've been like realizing, what if I just like take like step away from like the posting just for like a little bit. Like obviously I'll post here and there, but like put all my energy towards the charts. Cause like right now I have like 85% of my energy towards the chart, 50% just posting on TikTok and all of that. But I want to just transform that into like 95, no, just 100% on the charts, just 100%, and then literally just give you guys like a recap like every week, like 2 times every week of all, like, literally just all the executions, and I'll take the pictures and everything, screenshots, so you guys know I'm like legit and stuff. Like I wouldn't lie about this. I'm unprofitable for now, obviously. So I think yeah, that's really what I want to do. Cause it's like, bro, I know my strategy. I know what I need to do. I know what I have to do. I know what counts as an A+ setup for me to even risk like 2%. But obviously, I'm always gonna risk like 1%. But um, I don't know. It's like recently I've been feeling um I don't know. I recently been feeling like, bro, I know my setup. I know what I should be doing because everything like appears, especially when it matches with the daily profile. It's really just a matter of just waiting and waiting and waiting, and that's something I've just been praying for a lot. Just more patience, man, more patience. But that's pretty much it. That's why I literally have like 2 other things that I do to keep me like accountable and disciplined. Going to the gym is one of them. Reading is one of them. I finished this. I started this book like I want to say 3 weeks ago. It honestly should have took me like a week to finish it. But I finished this book I started this book 3 weeks ago, and I'm pretty much on the last 3 chapters. The next book that I get, I'm probably gonna reread this because there was so much sauce in this. I would recommend anybody to get this. I'm not gonna lie. Cliche, yes, but the amount of sauce that is in here is insane. I'm gonna be so honest. There's so many like pages that I have literally just folded of just complete sauce. Um, but it's just like business wise, not even business wise. It's just like if you want to like succeed in life and like you want to just complete your dreams. I would recommend this to anybody that like likes reading. Or, like if you don't like reading, get into reading because I promise you, reading is a niche that could honestly grow you exponentially, especially if you are trying to be disciplined as well. So I'd recommend that as well. But that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next video, or if I even make one. If not, I'll guys see you in the next like whole weekly recap. But that's pretty much it. I love you guys so much. It's time to go crazy this August. It's all about growth, maybe the rest of this year, stopping the bad habits and all that. But yeah, I'll see you guys. I love you guys. Peace.